The hill city of Kandy in Sri Lanka is very popular with foreign visitors, and for good reason. At 500 meters above sea level, Kandy offers the visitor an interesting variety of culture, history and nature. The centerpiece of Kandy is the man-made Kandy Lake, built in 1804 by the last ruler of the Kingdom of Kandy. A stroll around the lake's edge will reveal an amazing variety of wildlife. You can spot water monitor lizards, turtles, herons, cormorants, egrets, and more. It's also possible to take boat rides on the lake from the western shore. Kandy's most important temple is the Temple of the Sacred Tooth Relic, which supposedly houses the actual tooth of the Buddha. Security checks are in operation here after a bomb was detonated near the entrance in 1998. You don't actually get to see the tooth itself, but if you come during a puja ceremony, you may get a glimpse of the gold casket in which the tooth is kept. To Sri Lankan people, this temple is of huge significance, and many believe that they should make at least one pilgrimage here in their lifetime. Looming over the city of Kandy on a hilltop is the Bahira Vihara Buddha statue, a giant Buddha image. At the foot of the statue is a small temple, and if you go around the back of the statue and climb the staircase, you can find a vantage point overlooking the entire city of Kandy. Kandy also has several so-called Diwalis, smaller temples for worshipping Hindu gods and other local gods. About 6 kilometers outside Kandy, you'll find the Peradeniya Botanical Gardens, the largest botanical gardens in Sri Lanka. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of species of plants and trees here. You could easily spend the entire day wandering around these gardens with so many points of interest. There's a fine orchid collection here, a spice garden, stands of giant bamboo, an amazing Coco de Mer palm avenue. Each of these coconuts can weigh between 10 and 20 kilograms. There are giant Australian kauri pines, a stately avenue of royal palms, an avenue of cannonball trees, a large area devoted to fig trees with their rooting branches, hundreds of flying foxes, and much more. North of Kandy Lake is the Udawattakele Royal Forest Sanctuary. There are lots of impressive trees and lianas here, and you're virtually guaranteed to spot troops of the toque macaque. It's also a good place for bird watching or just taking a pleasant and peaceful stroll through the woodlands. Not far from Kandy, there's a very nice temple loop that takes you to 3 14th century Hindu Buddhist temples. We first visited the Udawattakele temple with its unique roofed over stupa. Here we also discovered this very rare and beautiful Buddha image. After Udawattakele, we visited Lanka temple. The caretaker who works here can unlock the door for you to the inner shrine. Inside you'll find some very old Buddha statues and some beautiful intricate wall paintings. Because of its elevated position, Lanka temple also offers some fine views of the surrounding countryside. The last temple we visited is known as the Mbeka Valley. This temple has some very unique and interesting carved wooden pillars. There are carvings of swans, eagles, wrestling men, and mythical creatures. After leaving Kandy, we made our way towards Nalatanya, the small village at the foot of Adams Peak. Before tackling Adams Peak, we explored the surrounding area and we discovered the Meskelia Reservoir and 1 or 2 beautiful waterfalls. The summit of the legendary Adams Peak lies at an altitude of 2,243 meters above sea level. Every year, thousands of Sri Lankan pilgrims make their way to the summit of the mountain to worship a footprint-shaped depression in the rock. Some believe that this is the footprint of Adam from the story of Adam and Eve. Regarding practicalities, the journey to the summit starts from the small village of Nalatanya. January and February is the busiest period for Adams Peak, but we climbed it in July in the off-season. Many people start the climb at night to witness the awesome sunrise, but we decided to tackle it in the daytime. The climb ascends gently at the beginning, and in the early stages you'll pass by several temples and 1 or 2 impressive dagobas. As you progress higher and higher, the steps become steeper and steeper, and the climb becomes more and more strenuous. The steps seem never ending, but there's probably about 4,000 to 5,000 steps in total. When you finally reach the summit, you'll find a small structure which houses the sacred footprint. There's also a bell here which pilgrims are supposed to ring if they reach the top. As always, thanks for watching, and if you like our videos, please subscribe for more.